Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be filming for last week, the week of November 12th through the 18th. The kit I'm using for this week is the Fantastic Beasts kit by Love2plan on Etsy. And I am appropriately using this kit because last week me and my boyfriend went to see the second Fantastic Beasts film, The Crimes of Grindelwald. And we saw it in IMAX, so it was quite the experience. So I will be using this kit to mark the second and final week of my trip to Indiana, and Saturday's the day I came home, so the first day back. So I'm gonna kind of get started a little bit while I chat about the film. I don't actually have too much to say about it, except that it was kind of a disappointment. I did not think it was as good as the original film was, the first one, which does tend to happen a lot when you have a film series with, at least 3 movies. In this case, it is going to be 5 movies. So, naturally, not all the films are going to be fantastic, and they're not going to be all equally good or bad. And generally, the second film tends to suffer because of all the expectations that people have based off of the first film. So if you go into the second Fantastic Beasts movie expecting it to be like the first, you will be disappointed. It is much less focused on the Fantastic Beasts, which I think we all kind of expected for the rest of the series. Obviously, they're gonna do a lot with the whole wizarding world, and they have a lot more to explore than just the beasts. So, obviously, we're now getting into the whole Grindelwald Dumbledore thing. So the movie does have quite a bit of that. Although, no major fights yet, obviously. But, this movie also does have quite a few plot holes in that regard. Not necessarily plot holes, but just things that, really just do not make sense. And I'm expecting some of them to be explained in, later movies. But right now it's just, a huge question mark. This isn't a spoiler because I think it's in the trailer, but, how, Dumbledore cannot fight Grindelwald himself, and it is explained why in the movie, but it does not explain why it needs to be Newt who goes to fight him instead of somebody else who isn't just a magizoologist, like maybe an Auror or somebody. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff like that doesn't make too much sense, and how, Tina is not a huge part of the movie, and she's, really mad at Newt for this really stupid thing for, the whole movie, and there's literally almost no development there. So it's really stupid. The movie itself just, wasn't as fun as you would expect. The first movie, I think a lot of the fun parts had to do with being introduced to Newt and all of the animals, and how he takes care of them, and their enclosures and stuff. And there is a little bit of that in the second movie, but just a little bit, just one scene. And then the rest is just fighting or wandering around Paris and just like boring stuff. And also, you know, it's supposed to be like a big reveal that, oh, Nicolas Flamel is going to be in this movie. Oh, that's so exciting. But then, like, he, again, appears in, like, 2 scenes, and the first one's, like, kind of funny and cool, and it's like, oh, he's going to be, you know, super awesome character. And then the second time, he pops up, like, way too late to the party, and it's like, oh, we thought you were going to, you know, save the day, and you are kind of a bit late for that, so kind of disappointing there. I don't know. They might do more with that storyline in later movies, but we shall see. So all in all, like, I mean, I guess it works as a sequel, but it wasn't super great as a movie. I think I give it a 6 out of 10. And usually I'm pretty generous, so if it's like a 6.5, I'll round up to 7, but like, I couldn't even give it 6.5. It was just not the best. It's kind of sad, because like we, you know, made a whole day of it, and we went to go see it in IMAX, and paid extra for those tickets, and for popcorn, and then it was that. I think my boyfriend liked it more than I did, because he likes the Harry Potter stuff that is more in the real world instead of like school, so he likes this series better, while I like the original 8 movies better. Yeah, I really like the whole magic of Hogwarts and being at school and stuff. And like my favorite part in the sequel was when, you know, we kind of went back to Hogwarts a little bit to check on Dumbledore and Lita Strange, and kind of, and McGonagall too. She was in it, which was kind of anachronistic because they showed her in scenes like before she was born, so it was really weird. But yeah, I liked going back to Hogwarts, so that was fun. But I mean, there is some stuff to like in these movies. It's just not the same as the original Harry Potter movies. Those will always be my favorite. It's still fun to like be part of the world, you know, even after the main movies have come out and stuff. Because it's like, it's one of the biggest fandoms. So it's fun to still be doing stuff within that fandom. But yeah, I saw this clip art for Fantastic Beasts, and I decided that I really wanted to use it because it was just so perfect. So that's why I am using it for this week, even though it isn't my, you know, even though I was kind of disappointed in the movie. And I did actually replace another kit I was going to use for this week with this this kit, because I didn't know I was going to be seeing this movie. But I really wanted to use the art, so I found a printable kit that had, you know, all the main characters in it, and there was only one on Etsy, so I was like really happy about that, and I snapped that up. But so that's why I'm using it. And I've already done quite a bit. I'm gonna do the thing where I do it kind of really formulaically, I guess, which I have done previously, but I don't do it most of the time. Usually I'll just scatter the full boxes and stuff, but occasionally I will do it all across the top. I'm trying to find one where I have done it like that. Because, like, yeah, here's the one I was looking for. I think I've only done it this once before, actually. But I'm going to do it again because I do like the way all of the characters look when they're all in a row like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the checkboxes where they go. I think I only used a couple this week. So I am going to kind of break the formula a bit, you know, where most people would put checkboxes on all of the days. I'm just going to do it on, I think, 2. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will come back. Okay, so I've done all the stuff that I usually do at the beginning. I do apologize for this bad printing here. I was having problems with my printer and had to replace the ink, but the rest of the kit was fine, so like I didn't want to reprint it just for this part of the washi, so I'm gonna, you know, cover that up with some deco, and it should be good because the kit comes with like so much deco. Like, that's insane, and I love it, and I'm so living for it. So I also, like, I love these too. Like, these are so fun. Like, you never see reply to messages or listen to music, or like cheat day or like stuff like that. It's just, those are so great, and I love them. So a lot of great stuff that comes with this kit. And yeah, the thing is, there aren't too many full boxes though. There's only these 4 squared off ones, and then there were 2 more quarter boxes up here, but I had to cut them off to make room for this. There were a bunch of headers too that I, you know, wasn't going to use. So I only have 1 quarter box and then these 4 kind of labels over here. So I'm going to have to make do with that. Might do some white space. We will see how that turns out. I'm going to put some deco over here. And these date covers are like really tall, so it kind of covers that up a little bit, which I'm not super fan of, but you know, what can you do? So now let's get into the day by day. So Monday there was not a ton of to-dos. My boyfriend had work early in the morning, as he did most of the days this week. So what I do when he does that is I'll go through my morning admin stuff. So I'm gonna take this perfectly colored blue laptop sticker from Monica's Marvels and put that in here to mark, you know, just doing email, reading blogs, all the morning admin. So that will be for that. What else did we do? So we played Minecraft for a bit, so I'm kind of, I don't know, I wanted to mark that with like a full box, but since I don't have too many, I might just white space it. But I don't know, I'm gonna wipe this out so I don't like think of it as something that needs to be covered up, because I have quite a few things that I might need to white space. So let me see how I want to do this. Okay, so I know that I want to do nap time. So we took a nap together, and I wanted to use one of these. So these are from Whimsical Cat Studio, and I think I'm going to use this little box over here that's like date cover size, but just like works like a quarter box, like a bigger quarter box, I guess. So I'm going to kind of overlap that like that. I think that's really cute. I keep wanting to like use these hearts, but like I want to put them like above that, but there's like no room, so I'll save those. There's plenty more stickers on that sheet. So do I want to mark that with a script? I think I do, just because I have one. All right, so we'll do that, and then 3 more things I wanted to do. Let's see how we can play this. So one of them is a TV show, Letterkenny, which we actually finished this week. So let me figure out what color I want to use for that. I'll just use this yellow one, even though it doesn't super match the color scheme of the day. I'm not really color blocking, obviously. Okay, so then Minecraft, and then a nice dinner out. So, not a ton of room to do both, so what I'm probably gonna do is not use, no, I will use, okay, so not that one. I'm gonna use the single quarter box I have here for Minecraft. So I can just go like that. Normally I would use washi, but this kit doesn't come with washi strips for that. So last thing was a nice fancy dinner. So let me see what my options are regarding that. Okay, so I have this one from Fox and Cactus, and I think that may be my only one actually, except for this right here, but I feel like that's more of like a lunch date kind of thing. So it looks like I will be using this dinner date one. I wish I had more of the big ones, because I used one for last week. So that I will put there. That was a really fancy night. We had 2 really fancy nights where we dressed up. I wore a dress, he wore a suit, and it was really nice. So that was one of them. And that's Monday done. So then let's go into Tuesday. Alright, a lot of stuff happened on Tuesday. So I am definitely gonna have to make use of white space for this week. So starting at the bottom, the last thing we did was we made drinks. We made White Russians with Joe, his roommate and best friend. So using a little martini glass to mark that from a previous kit. And then we watched a show before that, also with Joe. Actually, I think at the same time we made drinks and watched the show. And we watched The Big Les Show, which is an Australian show on YouTube. It's animated. It's really funny. Before that, we again had dinner at his parents' house. So I am going to use a squared off half box for that. And I was going to use one of my Fox and Cactus girls here. Probably the one of these girls with all the cats, because his parents have 2 cats and they're really cuddly and soft and just wonderful. So I'm going to use this one for that. If I can peel it up. Oh, why is it being so stubborn? It's teasing me. It's like, oh, you can almost peel me up, but no, I'm just going to stick back down. And now it's playing dirty. Okay. I think we can salvage it. Alright. I have like a strong tendency to put my icons on the left, in case you haven't noticed. It's so funny. Alrighty, so in addition to that, I have 2 more things I want to mark. One of them is nap time again. So I'm gonna grab a blue and another one of these. I'm gonna be using a lot of these. Hang on. Before I put that down, I want to put down the top things. I don't know how much room it's going to take. Getting out my fall bucket list sheet, which is, you know, obviously mine because it's incomplete. I was fitting this on another sticker sheet when I was printing it out, and I couldn't get all the stickers on there, so I had to edit it down. So I'm going to use my apple picking sticker. And it's so funny because in the tree has a heart on it. I don't know if you can see it. Well, obviously you can't see the letters in it, but you can see that there are letters, and those are the initials of me and my boyfriend. So it's so funny and cute, and I am really pleased to be able to use it to mark when my boyfriend and I did go apple picking. So now you get to see the sheet in action, how I separated out the words. So instead of like one single phrase, well, for most of them, you get each word as separate, so you can put it vertical or horizontal, however you want. So like if this apple picking or one strip, I'd only be able to use it horizontally, but for cases like this where I really need to be able to fit it vertically, it's really brilliant to have that option. So there we go, perfect. It fits. I'll grab this one again. Again, I'm super not pleased with having 2 of the exact same sticker next to each other, but that's where it ended up on my sheet. So that's where I'm putting it. I'll grab another nap time. I'm loving these Whimsical Cat Studio stickers. I explained it in my haul why I like them, but obviously that haul's not up yet and it won't go up for quite a while. Sorry, keep hitting the tripod again. But I love these because it looks exactly like me and my boyfriend. Like that bun, that, you know, curly dark-haired bun is mine. And, you know, his skin and hair are like exactly like that, and we're just like, that's us. It's 100% us. That's my favorite couple sticker that I have. So that's that, and that is everything on Tuesday. Usually on weeks where I do all the full boxes at the top, I like everything to be no white space, but you know, on this week I don't really have a choice considering there aren't a ton of half boxes and quarter boxes, so it is what it is. Alright, Wednesday. A lot of stuff going on. Let's see how we can fit things in. So, first thing was the zoo. And it was really cold when we went, so like half the zoo was closed because all the animals were inside. But we went to the dolphin presentation, and because there were only 10 of us there, they decided to let us come up in groups and do some tricks with the dolphins, instead of them like putting on a show for us. So that was like super amazing that we got to do that. And yeah, I got to kiss and pet dolphins. That was fun. We also went over to the sharks and got to pet some sharks too. But the snake exhibit was closed and I was so upset. Because snakes are my favorite next to the tigers. But we did see the tigers, and there was one that was like so close to us. It was like right in front of our faces. it was pacing up against the edge of the edge of its enclosure. So there was like an inch of glass separating us and the tiger, and we got to see it really up close, which was cool. Which was really cool. Alrighty, I have 3 kind of biggish things I want to do. So one of them I will do a full box for. See, I'm kind of starting to color block here a little bit. See, the date covers, the color that's on them, that brown color, like, isn't really anywhere else in the kit, so like that color is kind of like messing things up and it's weird. Just gonna ignore it. Alright, so what? There we go. Okay, so that was a lunch date, and I wanted to use these stickers for that because, like I said 2 seconds ago, these stickers are like perfect for a lunch date. So there we go. It was a pretty good lunch. It was very fancy. Mine was better than my boyfriend's. So I got lucky there. 2 more things. Gonna grab a little pasta dish because we cooked pasta for dinner that night. And I got to spend some time cuddling with our cat, his cat, but also our cat, because we're together and we're gonna live together soon. So I can basically already start calling him my cat, and he loves me. He loves me like basically just as much as his daddy. So I spent a lot of time on this trip cuddling with Cheddar, which is his name. So there's that. Some white space there. Okay, so let's go on to Thursday. Alright, gonna smack down a show real quick. Not a whole lot went on Thursday. It was a more relaxed day. Grab this dude right here. So we watched more of the Big Loves show, which we also finished during the trip, so we got a lot done. We also started watching Castlevania at some point, which is pretty good. Alright, gonna grab a drinking tea image from my fall bucket list sheet, and I am also gonna white space that one too. Let me grab my drink tea scripts here. It's just easier for me to space things out this way. And I think my stickers are a little bit big, so it looks kind of funny putting them on full boxes sometimes. Or half boxes, sorry. Alright, so I'll just chuck that over there. Ooh, oops. I forgot something. So when we went apple picking, we went and got some apple cider too, so it was perfect. And I say we went apple picking. We didn't really pick any apples except one, because, you know, they were all, we went too late, so they had all been picked or they were rotting on the ground. But we did get some apple cider to drink while we walked around and picked those apples. So it was very cliche. And we also got apple cider donuts too, because we had to. They were really good. So we had the whole, you know, classic apple picking experience without actually picking apples. We need to go again though. We'll go again. I guess next year at this time I will be moved in, so we'll get to do that properly. And the one apple we got was like, it was like a perfect apple, like it looked perfect, but then it's like really mushy and stuff because it was cold outside and it had like frozen on the ground and then thawed, and that just destroys the texture of apples, so rather unfortunate. Alrighty, I need to do another nap time thing, so I'm gonna grab this one right here. and do kind of the same thing I've been doing. Getting a lot of use out of this sheet. I'm gonna need to like really stock up on these, I feel like. For like when we live together. I'm gonna be using a lot of couple stickers. Sorry. Okay, so my camera ran out of, or my phone, my spare phone ran out of space, so I lost like 2 seconds of footage. Anyway, the only thing I did was put down this half box, because there's 2 more things I want to mark in here, and I wanted to use the half box to mark our second fancy dinner. So let me find the couple sticker for that. Alright, oh dang, I have like so many more sleeping stickers here that I could be using for nap time. And there's gonna be like no variety. Oh well. I can save those for future nap times, of which there will be plenty, like I said, for when we live together. Alright, so this will be for fancy dinner at Fogo do Chão, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, very good. It's a classic celebration destination for when you are going out to dinner to celebrate something. Alright, and then this up here will be for Minecraft. I was showing off stuff I have done in my server with my friends to him, and we might start a server for just the 2 of us at some point. Maybe. You know, I was gonna use this date night sticker at some point, but I guess I've already just kind of used these. How many of those do I have left though? Because I only have 2. I am really going through those. Might need to get a lot more of those sheets. Anyway, I can save that one for another time. There will be many more date nights. Okay, so then Friday. Alright, well, Friday was the day we actually saw Fantastic Beasts, so I'm gonna grab the movie marquee from the kit for that. Just kind of get that in there first. And I have a few movie stickers I can use. So there's that one, and there's this one right here, and then there's this one over here. So I think I'm probably, you know what, there's not a ton of space on this marquee, so I'm just going to use a little ticket. And then on Saturday when we watch another movie, I'm going to use one of these bigger stickers. Alright, so that's to mark that, and then only 3 more things. It's kind of an empty day on Friday. So in addition to that, how many more? I have a lot more half boxes. I have not been using these. So let me get a few in there. This is just going to be to mark our last night together, because we, sat up and talked and had a kind of debrief of the whole trip, and talked about us and our future and all that deep romantic stuff. So, and we had cuddle time while we were doing that, so I was going to... Oh, perfect. This is the perfect one for that. It's funny that I don't have any cuddle time scripts. Well, obviously I don't, because, like, I'd only use them when I see my boyfriend, and currently don't live together. But I have, like, nap time and other stuff like that. Anyway, that'll be that. And then the only other thing we did was make sandwiches for lunch. It was a short day, because he got back from work at like 1, movie was at 4, and then he had to go to sleep early for work early on Saturday morning. So we only had a few hours of like actual usable time. It's funny, there's no like coupled cooking stickers. Like, you don't see too many of those. That might be a good thing to either look for or make my own. So if you like have any that you want to recommend to me, please like let me know in the description, and just any couple stickers in general, because like those are honestly my favorite stickers, especially when they look just like me and my boyfriend, when they're like customizable. So I'm gonna grab a little sandwich clip art to mark that. Okay, and then what are we gonna do for Saturday? Saturday was the day I left, but before that we went out to breakfast with his friend from work who drove us, because my boyfriend doesn't have a car, and most of this trip we were just walking everywhere. It's the kind of place, kind of city you can walk pretty far in, like basically across the whole city. So we went out for breakfast, and it was pretty good. I got something called buffalo trout, which is fish with like buffalo sauce on it, and it was surprisingly really good. And it was on a waffle. So I'm just gonna use an out to breakfast sticker for my everyday sheet, which I actually don't use too much. I should get in the habit of using it more. And I'm just gonna write in the name of the place there. Yeah, I guess there's actually only 2 more things I wanted to mark. Okay, so one of them was the movie we watched, Happy Feet, before I left for the airport, because he hadn't seen it, and you know, had to make him see it. So we'll do that, and then flying home, and I think I'm going to do a white space for that one. And I was going to grab a Scribbler travel sheet from Scribble Prints Co. Was going to. Currently don't know where it is in this massive pile of things on my desk right here. Wow. How does like a whole sticker sheet go missing? Oh, I see it. It's on the floor. Hang on. Alright, found it. Okay, so yeah, I was just gonna use this one for that instead of using like one of my flight trackers, which I've used previously to mark flights. I really need to use more character stickers now that I have so many. So I'm gonna use that one, and alright, I wanted to put some things into the to-dos. Couple things. One of them was, well, when I got home, I had to assemble my desk, which is what I'm currently filming on, and it's kind of wobbly. So I didn't assemble it too great. But, yeah, it was really difficult. And even my best friend and roommate Alex could not quite figure it out. But we did the best we could. So So there's a couple stickers from my little sheet of Moving Clip Art by Juju Sprinkles. I just made it into my own little sheet for my own convenience after I bought the clip art. It's only personal use. You will not see it in my shop. All sheets that start with A instead of numbers are sheets for my own personal use, in case you are curious about why I do not see them in my shop. Did not purchase a commercial license for that. Alright, so there's that, and then the only other thing was packing. And I was going to grab another scribbler for that. I'm really going through these, which I guess is a good and a bad thing. Good because really getting use out of expensive stickers. Bad thing because that means I'm going to need to get more soon. Okay, so then let's get into Sunday. I am just going to use this card icon for getting groceries, which we did right when well, we did like in the afternoonish. Then I did a couple things with Alex, and I am gonna just use up the remaining boxes here. Oops. I am not, because that one is too big. So I'll just use that one because it fits. So these are marking two different things. One of them is making drinks with Alex. Yellow Russians with eggnog, to be exact. Eggnog instead of half and half. Which is actually pretty good. I recommend it. And then up here I was going to mark that I got burritos with him for lunch. So I'm actually going to use a little Alex character here to mark that, and then a little burrito clip art that I just printed off. That's so cute. I love that. So yeah, it's really fun getting to do things with him now that, you know, I live with him in the same room and everything. So yeah, we do things all the time now, I guess. Alright, and then for the to-dos, one of them was resetting my iPhone so that it would actually start working with Wi-Fi and data again, and it did, thankfully. And then calling my parents, so I'll use a phone for that, and then doing some accounting. I'll use a little dollar sign. Alrighty. So that is everything thus far. I do have tons of deco to put down, obviously, and then I'm just going to go ahead and write in it. And I will show you the finished spread at the end of this video, as usual. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, share, that would be amazing. I will see you in my next video. Ciao!